Let's just say,
Whoops.
how you doing, Dylan? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see.
How you doing? How's the weather treating you?
Hot and muggy.
Yeah? Nah, I
Yeah.
can't complain over here. It's a little surprisingly is good considering Texas these last couple of weeks. But all right, Dylan. So let me just introduce myself, Dylan. I'm Andre with Globe Life, American Income Division. I spoke to you about the benefits through uh, the Child Safe Kits. Um, now, is you have a wife?
No, I don't have a wife. I just got
Okay.
three kids, sorry.
Two kids? Okay. And then I don't like referring to kids as kids. What are their names, Dylan?
I got Gannon
Gannon?
is my son. Gannon.
Okay.
And then my daughter is Hattie Mae. Hattie Mae.
Okay. All right. And so they thought this was important enough um, to meet with you personally. I'm not going to take too much time off you. I know you're busy. Are you originally from the Victoria area?
No, I just actually moved here not too long ago.
Okay. Where are you usually from?
Up around the Panhandle.
And then did you come here for like a switch of occupation or just switch of scenery, family down here?
Pretty much all that. Yeah.
Everything? Okay. And then
hmm
occupation. So what do you do for work?
I'm a salesman,
Okay.
traveling salesman.
Traveling salesman. Okay. All right. And then did you how's Victoria treating you? You having fun down here? Find stuff to do?
Yeah, it's taken me a little bit to get used to the weather, surprisingly.
All right. What are you usually used to over there where you're from?
Nothing.
Nothing? Just dry?
Dirt and tumbleweeds. There's hardly any trees.
Okay. All right. Well, Dylan, I know you're dying to know, so let me tell you exactly why I'm visiting with you and what I'm going to do. My job here is to go over some no cost benefits. These have already been set up for you. Then I'm going to go over some additional benefits that you might qualify for. So you know, my company, American Income, works with over 20,000 different local labor unions, credit unions, associations throughout the United States. And look, whether you like unions or you don't, the thing everybody does agree on is that they have the best benefits. A big reason for this, Dylan, is because of their relationship with American Income for the past 60 plus years. As you can imagine, they do have me running around like crazy. So let me go ahead and get you started. Let's jump into the no cost benefits first. Um, Now, obviously, you were interested in the child safe kit, so that's where we're going to go ahead and start, Dylan. Your first no cost benefit is this child safe kit. It's actually a mobile app, which is endorsed by the International Union of Police Associations. I'm sure you know a bunch of families with kids.
Not down here so much, but yeah, back from around home I do.
Okay, well, I mean, everybody find this useful, even back home. So, do
Yep.
you know that Texas leads the nation in abductions?
No, I
And
didn't.
93% of those abductions that aren't found within the first 24 hours are actually never found. That's why they decided to create the most comprehensive app of its kind, um, to help find a missing child. What I want you to do, Dylan, do you use iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
That's great. I could go step by step with you then. So what I want you to do, Dylan, if you can grab your phone, go to the App Store,
Okay.
and I'm actually do this with you. So, and I want you to type in "child safe," and then the app is gonna
Okay.
have a red sign, a blue background, sorry, and it'll literally say child safe kit.
Okay. Yep,
All
I
right,
found it.
now I want you to download that app, Dylan. Um, just kind of fill out any information it gives you, and you're gonna get to a point where it asks you for a QR code or a code of some kind, and then just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and send you the QR code. Um, Now it should give you an option to like pull the code from your camera roll, and then so you, if your phone is set up to where it saves automatically, then you can do that. If not, just save the QR code manually, and then you can upload it on the app,
Okay.
and then it should let you in. Just let me know when it goes through.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
All
And
right.
yeah, it activated it.
Okay. So the next part, Dylan, that it's pretty self-explanatory. It just asks you for information on your kids for Gannon and Hattie Mae. Um, it'll just ask their blood type, height, weight. At the end, I believe it'll ask you for 4 pictures. Obviously, you want to make that closest to the way they currently look as possible. What this does, Dylan, is that a big reason for kind of those statistics that we said earlier um, is when a situation like that happens, and God forbid it does happen, um, you'll call a parent, they're in distress, they can't really give information the way they want to, or it's everywhere. So it ends up kind of turning into a goose chase. And after the first 24 hours, that's when statistics aren't on our side. So what this does is it has everything set up so that if anything were to happen, with the press of a button, everybody has the most updated of everything. And it's not a goose chase. They know exactly what they're looking for. So, like I said,
So
Dylan, and that
does that go to like my family members and stuff or just law enforcement?
Not just law enforcement, but the main one is law enforcement. It gets sent to all law enforcement automatically. So I guess you could think about it as like an Amber Alert for them.
Okay.
It's kind of the best way I would explain it. So everybody knows automatically. Um, Now, Dylan, I I, I kind of don't want to use this example, but just for this, since it is important. Imagine Gannon went missing. Can you see how important this would be?
Yeah, seeing how he's at church camp right now. Yeah.
Yeah. How long is he going to be out there for?
I think he comes home Thursday, so 4 or 5 days.
Not not too long. I had a church camp that was like 2 weeks or something. So,
Yeah.
but all right. Well, being the endorsed company by the International Union of Police Associations, they are asking that you refer at least 5 families for this app. You mentioned you did know families with children. Now that's okay if they're not where you are at right now. Everybody always wants to put down dozens of people. Let's just start with the people that are closest to you. Who is the first person that comes to mind?
Can I put like his grandparents, like my folks and family and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's whoever, even if it's friends, family,
Okay. Let's put my dad and stepmom, Brent and Tammy.
and Tammy, Tammy.
Huh.
Okay.
And then let's put my sister's Monica. She's got 3, 4 kids, and Stephanie, she's got 2 kids.
And those are 4 next.
Um, let's do. Hmm. Let's do John and Lauren. They have a daughter.
John and Lori.
Uh-huh. Lauren.
Okay, so John and Lori. All right. And then next, those are 5, but do you have anybody else?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
might we swing back around maybe.
Yeah. For right now, I just kind of want to take down the names anyways. I might ask you for the phone numbers and stuff a little later. But
Okay.
Dylan, next I want to go over, this is another no cost benefit. I'm kind of going over those first. This is the AIL plus discount card. How are your benefits through work, Dylan?
Uh, 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 they're all right.
Okay. Well, you're gonna absolutely love this. I'm sure you know by now that regardless if they're good or not, you can't really rely on group benefits. You don't control them, and they could change at any time. So this no cost benefit will help kind of alleviate and kind of fill in those gaps by giving you 85% discount on things like dental, vision, prescription drugs. Um, I'm hoping you won't need them, but also hearing aids for right now, chiropractic services, etc. Your membership does require an annual renewal, but that's also at no cost. We'll let you know when it's time to renew. You don't even have to think about it. People always tell us that they didn't think they were going to use it very much, and then they find themselves using it all the time. And I mean, again, it's no cost, so it's always good to get the extra peace of mind. You will receive an activation email within the next few days, Dylan. So just be on the lookout for that. And that one's pretty simple. Did you any questions on that one? It's pretty much just a discount card, just extra benefits.
Is it like is it an actual card or is it just a mobile on the phone?
So I'll send you an activate. It's mobile. I'll send
Okay.
you receive an activation email, and then once you have that set up, if you need help with that, you're more than welcome to text me. Um, you get that set up, and then it is at specific places. You go, and then it's just you just verified with that. But
Okay.
the next one is another no cost. It's the AD&D certificate. What it actually stands for is accidental death and dismemberment. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. So it looks something like this. And Joe, this is I'm sorry, Dylan. This is a living benefit that pays you just as an example, 2,000 for the loss of one hand, one foot, or sight in one eye, and double that, so 4,000 in this case for any loss of two. Now it pays out, to your beneficiaries as well. If you were to die accidentally, I know that these numbers don't seem like all the money in the world, and really they're not. But if you were to die, your paycheck does die with you. So it would help kind of alleviate the crunch that it leaves for your beneficiaries. In this case, I'm assuming it would be your kids.
Yes.
So you can see how this would definitely help, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and email this as well. This is a certificate for your records. You'll receive a green certificate. It's exactly the one I showed you. This one, you're going to receive it in the mail, and you want to fill it out completely and send it to the P.O. box at the top. That way you can ensure that you are covered.
Okay.
Now, for this one, Dylan, I do need to get 2 emergency contacts on here. This is in the event that somebody does have to file that claim. I recommend that they live in Texas, over the age of 18, and living outside of your home. Who is the first emergency contact, and then your second?
Um, let's do let's do let's put my dad, Brent,
Okay.
and then let's do my let's do my mom, Diana.
Okay, so Brent and Diana.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, when something happens, you are going to need our local office number. Can you grab your phone for me real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Now, the office number, let me know when you're ready, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's going to be 832
Okay.
327
Mhm.
0800.
Okay.
Can you read that back for me just to make sure?
832-327 Was 0800?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so your family, this is so your family gets the money they're entitled to. I'm gonna be calling your emergency contacts personally, so they know what to do in the event of the claim. If you could, can you please also just give them a heads up so they know that they're hearing from me? In addition, if they choose, they also have access to this thanks to you. So it's kind of like a forward, think it forward kind of thing. Um, now, let's see, 1 second. Now, kind of extending into that, it is kind of like a forwarding thing they could do, and this is actually they give you 20,000 worth of this benefit, which means you can extend it up to 10 families. Obviously, your emergency contacts will automatically be included. So Brent and Diana, which is Brent, your dad, and Diana, your mother,
Mhm.
they're obviously included in there. You have 8 more that you can put down. Um, you Yeah, so go ahead whenever you're ready. I could go ahead and put those down for you.
I'm gonna have to think on those just because I don't like giving out uh a whole lot of information, people's information without letting them know first.
Okay, well, we actually prefer that you let them know first, for the most part. Well, we prefer that anyways. This is just so that we have this down on file. We really I wouldn't contact them unless you give me the green light to do so. I actually do leave you like a little bit of homework, if you want to call it that, which is to contact them. Just makes it easier on us and also yourself. Uh, you know, obviously we don't want to contact them and then them get mad at you either.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, if you want to go ahead, I could take down some more names over here, and then you can go ahead and let them know, give them a heads up before.
Let's do um, let's do uh I'll give you just like one or two. That's about all I can think about. Let's do uh my buddy Trevor,
Okay.
and then um what we'll do is put um hmm, we'll put my I guess we'll put my other brother Jacob.
Okay. All right, you got it. And then, yep, Dylan, just make sure, obviously, you give these people kind of a heads up. And then, yeah, so you pretty much extended the no cost benefits. Um, I'll be calling them in the next few days once I do get the green light from you. And now, what I kind of want to get into is actually reviewing those exclusive benefits we also talked about. These you must qualify for. All the families that I see love this part of the program, and it's why 20,000 different groups handpicked American Income to handle their permanent and portable benefits for the past 60 years. Um, Now, I know you mentioned you had some benefits to work. Next time, let's see. 1 second. Let me pull this up. All right, I want to show you something. Okay. So I know you said you had some benefits to work. I'm gonna ask you some information, and then, like I said, this kind of just this is yours. So that's the difference from this. Regardless of what happens, these benefits would stay with you. Again, you must qualify for those. Let me go into this one. What we have here is a needs analysis software. I'm going to ask you some questions, and if there's no need, I won't make any recommendations. If there is a need, I will review that recommendation with you. Before I do, I want to show you that I am licensed here in the state of Texas. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show my screen. Let me know if you can see it. Give me 1 second while I pull this up. 1 second. Okay, so let me pull this up. There it is. Okay, I got it. Right here. And now I'm gonna share it. Okay. Let me know when you can see that. It's a little small, but just this is just so I can show you that I'm licensed here.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Sorry, I took a little long on that. Let's see. Okay. So Dylan, you must be a member of an authorized group or sponsored by someone who is. So we're good there. You also must have an active checking account with a traditional brick and mortar or a credit union. Who are you checking with?
Bank of America.
Bank of America? Okay. And online banks such as Chime, Green Dot, Chase Liquid, Wells Fargo, Cash App, etc., are not compatible with the program. Is your bank an online only bank? No, right? I don't have Bank of America, but I'm pretty sure.
No, they've got branches everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. And then have you or anyone in the household been diagnosed with COVID-19 for in the past 12 months? If so, when were they hospitalized?
No.
No? Okay. Okay. So let's have this set off here. There it is. Okay, so I am gonna go over a couple things with you, Dylan. For the monthly income, what would you say you make on a monthly basis?
On a monthly basis, probably about 7,500.
75? Okay, let's see. And let's see, would you prefer funeral or a cremation? Dylan, I know this isn't like a typical dinner type of conversation, uh, but have you decided or even thought, give it any train of thought?
Uh, I, I don't know. I'm probably going to end up just being cremated.
Okay, I'll put down cremation just for right now.
Okay.
Okay, and then now I do see lots of families with some. I do see lots of families, and then some of them will get this life insurance outside of work because you know what happens to group benefits, right?
No, what?
Um, well, like I said, if something were to happen, those group benefits suddenly disappear. So that's why a lot of people get it outside of work because this is different regardless of what happens. If you qualify, this is yours.
Okay.
Um, so how much coverage do you know that you have on your benefits through work?
I honestly, I think it's just what they give everybody. Just
Yeah.
however much times my yearly annual or yeah, yearly annual
Okay.
income.
I got
I don't really know off the top of my head.
Do you have death benefits through them?
I think they're just accidental. I
Okay.
really don't know. Yeah.
And then do you rent or own?
I own with a mortgage.
Okay. How much debt aside from the house would you say you have?
I've got two cars, so probably about another 80,000 between
Okay. And
two
then
vehicles.
have you started saving for your kids' college education yet?
Um, yeah, I've got like um not a trust, but it's like an account, like pretty much like their own account, I guess,
Mhm.
that I put into every week.
Gotcha. So let me go ahead and just put this in the needs analysis software and then okay. So okay. So what I could do for you, Dylan, is I could get you 100,000 worth of coverage. Um and okay, great, Dylan. So before I go any further, it does look like the needs analysis found some gaps in your coverage. Um, so I do have this mandatory read-off letter to you. It explains how the endorsement process works. Let me go ahead and show that to you. Now, Dylan, instead of reading this whole thing, let me actually just kind of summarize it for you. What it's basically saying is that as I'm going through the group benefits, um, you're nodding your head and thinking, wow, these are some great benefits. And I can see why 20,000 groups are approved on and why everybody's doing it. Then I'm going to go ahead and ask you to apply today. On the flip side, I'm going to actually go through the benefits and have you think it to yourself, these are some great benefits, but they don't fill in the need for me and my family right now. Then I'm going to actually ask you what not to apply for. Either way, yes or no, that decision does have to be made today during your service period in fairness to all the other members waiting to enroll. Um, you see what they did is they kind of set it up for you to be a no-brainer. It's going to be an easy yes or no. Does that make sense, Dylan?
Yes.
Okay. Whatever you do decide to do, they want you to give your opinion in a Google review, which is sort of my report card. I try to get a 5-star rating every time, so it's important to stop me if you have any questions. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Joe, will you stop me if you have any questions?
Who's Joe?
Dylan, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I go through a lot of people. Joe was the last one before you.
that's not a problem.
Okay, so as you know, Dylan, over the years, we do go through contract negotiations and benefit changes at work. It's a give or take. Lately, it seems like we are paying a lot more but getting a lot less. The company has a labor advisory board of 50 international union presidents whose main job is to provide the best wages and benefits for their members. From their feedback, along with the feedback from members like you, they come up with a list of concerns that apply to all working families, whether they're union or not. See, 1 second. Okay. So the first list of concerns is co-pays, deductibles, and lost wages. Um, the second one is funeral and final expenses. Third would be paycheck and loss. Fourth, mortgage, rent. Five would be a children's protection. The next one would be, which is six, terminal illness, especially cancer. Seven would be group benefits, and then eight would be affordability. Um, Now, the last concern is affordability. To take care of all these concerns, it's usually just way too expensive. Since we sit down with people making $7 an hour and then some making $77 an hour, uh, some are working tons of overtime, some are retired or laid off. Regardless of the situation, they wanted you to be able, they wanted us to make this affordable for everybody. The way they set it up is, Dylan, imagine your boss comes up to you at work and tells you that because how things have been going, they'll start paying you for 41 instead of 40. Now, with that hour, are you going to tell your wife, it's time for buying and getting like all this extra stuff, getting matching Ferraris, or are you going to call a travel agent and book a dream vacation?
No.
Okay, of course not. Now on the flip side, let's say work's a little slow and your boss comes up to you and tells you that instead of, you know, of laying you and some of your coworkers off, they're just going to send everybody home, an hour early on Friday. So you'd be working 39 hours instead of 40. Would that get rid of, your car, your cell phone?
No, probably not.
Exactly. So the idea, and this is the reason they use that 1 hour example, is that 1 hour isn't going to change your lifestyle. That's why they set it up this way. So let me kind of show you how that 1 hour takes care of your concerns.
Okay.
Um, Now, Dylan, if it helps, I do use an illustration, a specific one to show you how it's been set up for you. Um, so let's imagine you go into work tomorrow and you're at job A and job B. That's kind of the example I have. We have here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up so you can visibly see this as well. Give me one second. Pull this up. Okay, so I am having some. I usually show you like an actual virtual worksheet to kind of compare the two. Um, Grab a piece of paper for me, and then I'm gonna have you do a T. That way, we could just pretty much do the same thing. It's just so that you can see.
Okay.
Okay, now on the left, you're gonna put job A.
Okay.
On the right, you're gonna put job B.
Okay.
Okay, so job A is the one you're at right now. This is your income and everything right now, and then job B is kind of the 1 hour less.
Okay.
Okay, so now with job A, let's say you're making a 1,475 per week. Let's say that another job opens up and then that one's going to be job B. You have the same group benefits, same coworkers, same responsibilities, same everything. The only difference is the income. And this is where instead of um, that one is going to be 1,475 per week. You're actually on that one gonna make, let me do the math. Okay, so 1,435 on job B, which is about the
Okay.
1 hour's wage difference that I was talking to you about. Which, like you said before, it wouldn't change anything for you. So they did take that hour that didn't mean much, and they decided to make it into something that would, um,
Okay.
which is handling these concerns in a very simple and straightforward way. The first benefit does cover your entire family due to any sort of accident. Like I said before, health insurance and group benefits are great, but they don't cover everything. This program does pay you up to $100 every time you go into a doctor, urgent care, or hospital for any accident or injury, whether that's a bump, a bruise, or a bee sting. If you end up overnight, the hospital pays you $200 per day and double that for intensive care, and that would be $400 per day. So let's say you have an accident and you end up in the hospital for 5 days. By having this in place, that would pay you $1,000 tax free, considering that you're not working, you're not making money. So you can see how this would help take care of your bills, right?
Mhm.
Okay, on top of that, you'll get $10,000 for the loss of any hand, a foot, or sight in one eye, and double that, so 20,000 for the loss of any two. The last part of this benefit, Dylan, provides an additional 20,000 to 100,000 accidental death benefit, depending on the type of accident. As you can see with your current job, none of this is covered. Uh, the next concern has to do with your funeral and your final expenses. There's 100% chance that you'll use this one, the freedom of choice certificate. It's going to be this one over here. Um, this will take care of the financial burden so your family doesn't have to. The FOC, the freedom of choice, has already been set up with you with every funeral home. Your freedom of choice certificate is worth 30,000. The funeral director will simply call the number on the front of the certificate, and American Income will take care of everything for you, including sending the remaining money to your family tax-free. They are using a permanent benefit to fund your freedom of choice. That way is there when and not if your family needs it. On the worst day, Dylan, you see how this would kind of make things easier for whoever has to handle this, maybe your children or
Oh,
mom,
yeah.
dad. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Dylan, when something eventually does happen to you, people are going to miss you. But after weeks go by, aside from missing you, what else do you think your family is going to miss?
Money.
Yes. So this program does provide a total of 100,000 that pays for any kind of death to take care of this concern. Um, this would give the children 2,700 for every 3 years, like if you were still here. This gives you kind of time, to gives time to figure out what to do with life, job, and other, any other money, insurance, or stuff like that. As it stands, there's no monthly income replacement besides the income that. Do you see how this would also help?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Great, Dylan.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so next, besides their income, the next thing, um, people want secured is their home. I know you said, you have mortgage. That's exactly why the benefit software is recommending mortgage or rent protection. Your program includes $100,000 worth of coverage. Statistically, if you were to die during your working years, it's probably not going to be a health issue like a stroke or a heart attack. It'll probably be due to an accident. So this is funded by the accidental death benefit to save you money. Right now, with your current job, they aren't going to pay your mortgage when something happens, but this program would. The next concern the benefit software found had to do with your children's future education. Um, I didn't get their age, but I believe you said you hadn't started kind of putting money aside for Gannon or Hattie Mae, right?
No, I have.
Okay, you have. Okay, so most families I see, they do tell me they want their kids to have the option to go to college. Obviously, you do. Statistically, the biggest thing that would prevent that is if the kids, lost their parent. Usually, it's two. In this case, if they lost you, this benefit software would give 100,000 for the college fund, which breaks down to 50,000 for each of your two children. Um,
Okay.
I mean, it's huge, right? As you can see
Oh, yeah.
right now, you don't have that with your current job. Um, with your current job benefits are also included, Dylan, is a special 10,000 life insurance plan for all your children, 18 and younger, that qualify. When they turn 21, they can convert this to 5 times that amount or 50,000 of permanent life insurance with no health questions. Having this in place may be the key to getting coverage later on. When they may otherwise not be able to qualify. Your current group benefits don't provide anything permanent for your children. Another important feature, Dylan, is a program that is called terminal illness. Um, an important feature of this program is that if you are diagnosed with a terminal illness such as cancer, you could access half of your freedom of choice income while you're alive. They are providing you with 65,000 for this fund. Um, Dylan, this gives you the chance to put your family in the best situation financially if you get the worst news imaginable. The remainder of this benefit would pay out to your family as a death benefit. Your current benefits don't provide anything there. As you can see, they pretty much thought of everything. Um, Unlike your group benefits, which either way you could lose, these benefits are permanent and portable. So if you leave your job, retire, leave the union, you'll keep these. In addition, if you are on a qualified layoff, they will cover your benefits for 3 months. If you're ever in a situation where you have a qualified strike, it's up to 12 months. This way, you and your family won't lose the benefits that you really, need and when you really need them the most. By the way, you never have to pay any of that back.
Oh, okay.
So, Dylan, now that I've reviewed everything with you, um, I'm sure you can see why 20,000 groups chose this program above all the others and why more families have our programs more than any other companies. Because of the value and the full circle protection it provides. I mean, Dylan, if something were to happen to you, like like a bad car accident, your family would receive, what is it? Do the math real quick. It's 370. So they would receive 370,000 in total tax free, and it's all
Wow.
for 1 hour's wage per week. With your current job, there is no guarantee that your family would receive anything at all. So, Dylan, if you went into work tomorrow and you had the choice between job A and job B, which job would you take?
I'd have to say job B for sure.
But why would you do that if you're making more money at job A?
Because of all the benefits my kids will get.
Yeah, that's kind of what everybody says. It's a no-brainer. Um, even some people they don't have kids and it's still a no-brainer just because of you know how it eases kind of the rest of the family. So now that we went over this, Dylan, everybody does want this, but not everybody can qualify for the benefits. So as I mentioned before, I do have to get you qualified for that. Let me run through these kind of questions to see if you can qualify. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up, and I'm gonna share my screen with you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There it goes. Let me know when you can see it. All right. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
So I'm gonna go ahead and run through these, Dylan. Let's see. You know, have you ever been treated or advised to be treated for alcoholism, alcohol abuse, including membership in AA, or been advised by a physician to reduce alcohol consumption?
No.
Actually, make this a little bigger. There we go.
No.
See, can you see that a little better? I know it helped me out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I can
great.
definitely see that.
Okay. Um, have you used any drugs prescribed by a physician, such as cocaine, amphetamines, hallucinogens, or anything? Tranquilizers, narcotics, sedatives?
No.
Has see. Have you had your driver's license ever suspended or revoked um, because of a moving violation or been arrested, including arrest while intoxicated or under the influence?
No, I have not.
Okay. Have you flown within the last 2 years or intend to fly in the future as other than a passenger on a scheduled airline?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Have you participated within the last 2 years or intend to participate in any of these following activities: auto, motorcycle, or boat racing, parachute jumping, um, scuba or skydiving?
No.
Skin as well. Okay. And so skin, scuba, or skydiving, no?
No,
Have you ever been advised to take tests and not done so, or not received results, been diagnosed as having or received treatment for high blood pressure, chest pain, heart attack, stroke, or any heart, blood, or circulatory disorder?
no,
Okay. Have you ever had any treatment for any of these following conditions? Diabetes or other endocrine disorder,
no,
paralysis, epilepsy, mental disease, or disorder, or any of the nervous system or brain disorder?
no,
Okay. Have you ever had arthritis, have arthritis, or have any injury or trouble with your back, knees, or any kind of your joints?
no, I haven't.
To the best of your knowledge and belief, do you have any physical impairment or departure from good health?
No,
Have you ever been rejected for life or medical hospital insurance or failed to receive the policy as applied for?
no,
Okay. Have you had a physical examination within the last 5 years?
no. Yes, yes.
Okay. Sir. Had any medical treatment includes prescription medications?
No, I mean, I just, take like Tylenol and stuff like that if I have to.
Have you ever been hospitalized?
No,
Is there currently a resident and you're not in a nursing home or have ever been diagnosed of having a terminal illness, including Alzheimer's disease?
no, I have not.
Okay. So, have you ever had or been treated for any of these following conditions? Asthma, um, emphysema, sleep
Emphysema?
apnea, emphysema. Okay. Sleep apnea
Uh,
or other respiratory disorders?
no, I have not.
Okay. Ulcer, colitis, or other digestive tract disorder?
No,
Okay. Cirrhosis, um, hepatitis, or other liver disorder or any blood disorder, or received a bone marrow transplant?
no,
Kidney, prostate, urinary bladder, or any genitourinary disorder?
no,
Okay. Disease of the breast, uterus, or ovaries?
no,
Okay. Arthritis or any other musculoskeletal disorders?
musculoskeletal? No,
Musculoskeletal. Any loss of hearing or loss of sight?
no,
Okay. Um, have you acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, complex, or anything related to AIDS related conditions?
no,
And that includes ARC.
no,
And have you ever tested positive for antibodies to the AIDS HIV virus?
no, I have not.
Okay. Do you smoke or use tobacco in any other form?
Yes,
Okay. And that's currently, right? So if a former user of tobacco did not propose, okay, that's
right.
currently, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm still use tobacco.
Okay. Any marijuana in the past year?
No,
Actually, practice it. Okay. So, so we're just pull this up really quick. Almost done. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm still having some technical stuff. There we are. I got you. Can you still see me? I put
Yeah, I
something up on
can.
my screen, so I'm not sure. Okay, great. Okay, now let me go back to it. Okay, so I'm not the underwriter, but based on what I'm seeing here, you still with me, right?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
you.
Sorry about that. I was having some issues there. So like I was saying, I'm not the underwriter, but based on what I'm seeing here, it looks like I should be able to get you qualified for the benefits. Um, this is a mandatory checklist that we review with all the members. It explains the enrollment process. The first thing the checklist talks about is the way the benefits are handled. Let me go ahead. Okay. So this would be drafted on the second, or today's it. So okay. This program is set up once a month, computerized deduction through your banking system. Having it done this way gets you this discounted rate. Your program is only okay. So your program is only 350 per month. This can be handled anytime between the 2nd and the 16th of the month. Which time works best for you?
You said that was gonna be how much?
350.
$350? Oh, no. We can't do that. That's way too much.
Okay. Um, okay, so I totally do get that, Dylan. The reason this is called the needs analysis software is because it's designed to expose your coverage and financial needs. The goal um, is not to take care of your concerns without breaking the bank. So I'm here to help you, not to hurt you. Um, Job B is just what the software has set up for the basic program based on your income. I know you mentioned that 1 hour's wage wouldn't change lifestyle and you would pick job B without a blink of an eye. Now, just so that I can help you get the best, the best out of what I know, you're saying that this wouldn't fit your budget, right?
No, there's no way.
Okay, no worries, Dylan. You remember I told you earlier that regardless of this person's situation, they wanted to make this of anybody's situation, they wanted to make this affordable to everybody, right? So
Uh-huh.
what we're going to do is make a few adjustments, which is actually I'm kind of getting ahead and doing that right now, just to get you started. And later down the road, since you own the program, you can make whatever changes to it that you want. The main thing is getting sure that we get you in the program while keeping it comfortable.
Okay. So what does that mean?
That means pulling this up right now. That means if the 350, okay. So what I would be able to do is I can make it just tweaking a few stuff. I could get it to 160 60 per month, and it would be the same draft dates that I mentioned earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah, that 160 is a lot better than 350, because you said we can add to it at any point later on.
Yes, this is just kind of to get you in the age right now. That's the important thing of it, because the older we get, the more expensive this gets. And this is yours, so you can add more coverage to that. Obviously, the extra coverage would be based on your age then, but this for the coverage that you get today, it wouldn't change.
Oh, okay.
So what? So I did mention that between the 2 and the 16th, what day would work best for you?
Can we just make it like, I don't know, like just put it for the second, third?
I'll put third. You said second or third?
Yeah.
Because this is a member-owned program, and once it's issued, it can't be taken away by the American Income or your employer. There is an application process, which we started with the health questions. In addition, this will be signed electronically. So after we complete the application, you will receive an email from DocuSign, which that's just to confirm the accuracy of the information that you're agreeing to electronically sign these applications, just as if it was your own signature.
Okay.
Okay. Second. So pull this up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and email you. Just let me know when you have it. It's a DocuSign. Are you familiar with DocuSign?
Yes.
So I went ahead and sent it. Just let me know when you get that, and then pretty much just like a checklist, just like I said earlier, just sign it as if it was your actual signature.
Okay.
And then just let me know, and then it usually takes like a minute or two, and I'll get it on my end. You get it?
Yeah, I got it.
There it goes. I got it too. Okay, so if approved, the enrollment process, the enrollment process usually takes anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. If approved, you do receive your policies through mail um, with the actual congratulatory. I can never say that word right.
Congratulatory.
There you go. So congratulatory. You know what? I'm not gonna continue this until I get this right. So congratulatory letter
There you go.
welcoming you to the AIL. If denied, you will receive today's deposit back, and then you may write to American Income to request an explanation. Um, with these benefits, Dylan, you are conditionally covered from the moment our call ends. So that's today. So the first bank draft happens immediately within 24 to 48 hours of the application. Your bank may not reflect the draft up to 10 days. So please just ensure that the funds stay in there in order to ensure your coverage. Your first premium, like we spoke earlier, is going to be 165. There is a convenience fee. Um, uh, let's see. Yes, just wanted to make sure. We do need your driver's license, doctor's information, any meds taken, checkbook or bank information, routing, and account numbers. Uh, let's see. So let me go ahead and do you have all those with you, or do you want me to kind of give you a second to get everything? Let's start with the driver's license.
All right, we got all that.
Okay. At some point in everybody's life, they do become insurable and would be declined for insurance. This usually is due to second. Sorry about that. Okay. They would be declined for insurance. This is usually either due to age, health, or habits. Once you are insurable, you typically can't get insured again. If you are approved, there are three possible outcomes. First, you could be approved standard due to having minor or like no health issues at all. The second option is where we could fall somewhere in between perfect health and insurable line. Because the groups work with everybody and want everybody to be approved, they created a category called special risk. Sorry, where the program would be a few dollars more per month. In this category, you would pay exactly what someone else would pay for the same health profile. Obviously, the closer you are to the insurable line, the more the program would be. Think of this as like car insurance. Somebody with a perfect driving record wouldn't pay the same as somebody with a lot of speeding tickets. So the third option is the counter offer. They make this offer for somebody that they may not have covered in the past as a last chance to get covered. If the program comes back with comes back different than what we discussed, I will call you and let you know if that happened. And would the few extra dollars be a problem for you?
No, that's okay.
You may receive one or more phone calls actually asking to review the questions I have asked you to ensure everything's accurate on your application. In order to approve your policy, the company may need you to help getting some additional records or medical information from your physician in order to approve you. The company may send out a medical professional to conduct a physical in the privacy of your home at no cost to you. It's important to be prepared to be responsive during this approval process. Will you receive? Let's see. And then you said you received the email already. So just review the benefits to ensure that there's no confusion. Again, that should be in the email I sent you with DocuSign. Once they receive policies, once you receive the policy, you should keep it in a safe place um, because we do make an annual review.
Okay.
Now, there you will get. Second, let me just make sure something. So you will receive a service folder, and kind of with the no cost benefits that will be mailed to you within 2 weeks approximately. Because of our growth, we are currently expanding our operations. If you know anybody in between positions, fresh out of school, or looking for a better career, please refer that person to your servicing agent, in this case me, to explore potential career and fit with our company. Next
Okay.
is that Google review. I actually have a QR code. It's kind of remember how we did the app on the for the child safe kit. I have like this kind of the same thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you that, and then you can use it
Okay.
to review. Okay, and then let me know when you get that.
Okay, I got it.
All right. So Dylan, did you happen to have any questions for me right now?
No.
Okay. Well, I did get your DocuSign. Um, so you are taking care of the. You understand all the draft when you're going to be drafted and everything.
Yeah.
Uh, Dylan. Now, almost everybody takes advantage of this program. Just like you, because of the value and the cost is very small compared to many benefits. Now it's very rare, but sometimes a member does cancel. This could be a week, a month, a year later, and we end up seeing these same people the next service period 2 or 3 years later. If they're and usually they're upset and they're upset because they're no further ahead than we are. Most people end up wanting to reapply for the benefits. The problem is that now the program is more expensive because they are older in this scenario. Worse yet, some people can't even get into it anymore because of their health. That can also change. The point is that this is not a short-term fix, it's a long-term solution. And the longer you are into the program, the more valuable it is. So if this 160 per month is uncomfortable with you, let's fix it. I know I asked you earlier and you said it was comfortable. I just want to make sure. How does everything feel?
No, everything's good.
Okay. I also do want to emphasize that the first draft is going to happen within the next 24 to 48 hours, but your bank might not reflect it up for 10 days. I said this earlier, but I just want to make sure that we're good on that first draft and that the money will be there. If there's any issues, this creates a lot of headaches for both of us, and it will reflect poorly on me because it makes it look like I pressured you into doing something you don't want. Are we good on the first draft?
Yeah, we'll be good.
Good. Then please make sure to just keep this important program in place for your family, and the next time we'll see you, you'll be happy you did.
Thank you.
All right. So, um,